Rainbow Six Siege promises something for every fan of tactical shooters. This is a multiplayer-centric experience building on the tactical history of the Rainbow Six name. The close quarters, explosive combat and tactical planning we all loved in the series' single-player classics like Vegas are now taking flight into a multiplayer arena with a fully featured set of modes and options for endless replayability. Team shooters are making big waves at the moment, and Rainbow Six Siege could well be one of the champions. You'll take the role of a terrorist or special forces operative as two small teams go head-to-head in round-based matches. The bad guys set up their defenses, and the good guys take a look around the siege site, choosing their plan of action. Then, someone kicks down the door and it all goes to hell. With close, cramped levels and the prospect of enemies at every turn, this promises to be an absolutely white-knuckle experience. First-person shooters were always meant to be thrilling. Even back in the days of Doom, that sense of excitement was what drove the genre to dizzying heights. However, over the years, the repetition of the formula has sapped that tension and adrenaline. Now, it seems to be coming back. With titles like The Division or DayZ, we get the threat of losing hard-earned gear to a surprise betrayal, enough to get your heart pounding frantically. With Rainbow Six Siege, however, we get the constant, omnipresent threat of sudden death. Almost every surface in the game will be destructible. And that's no understatement. Using bombs to blow away floors and ceilings will be very much par for the course, and you'll always have to be aware of what's on the other side of the next wall. Team coordination, fast reflexes, and a good grasp of tactics will be absolutely essential. You won't be able to win this one with bravery alone. It's a wonderful mix of spectacle and skill, and where in games like Battlefield 4 destroying your environments was little more than eye candy, here it's the core of the game's fibre. If player versus player action is a touch too intense for you, you'll be glad to know that the game's awkwardly named Terror Hunt mode will allow for co-op gameplay with AI opponents. This variety should help assuage the doubts of any players who worried that Siege would just be the same match repeated ad infinitum. Whether or not the AI on offer will be good enough to challenge the skills of a coordinated team of human players remains to be seen. Even if Terror Hunt proves to be a damp squib though, the game's operator system offers plenty of variety of its own. Each team will have a roster of preset characters to choose from with their own weapons and skills, and learning which operator on each team works to counter your opponent's playstyle will be an essential element of the game. If you're unsure what the game particularly offers for you, you might want to try some other team shooters. Compared to the constant lone wolf gameplay of Call of Duty, titles like Counter-Strike Global Offensive offer a more reliably segmented experience, with the breaks between rounds allowing you time to breathe and digest the action. Even compared to Counter-Strike, however, Siege promises to put the focus squarely on team play. From what we've seen of the previews of the game, attempting to go solo and ignoring the assistance of your team will get you killed 9 times out of 10. Consider a microphone absolutely essential equipment for Rainbow Six Siege. If you're ready to face your fears and embrace a first-person shooter with real tension, this could be the game for you. Slick, completely explosive, and demanding nerves of steel, this is a bold, imaginative evolution of the Rainbow Six franchise. It's a first-person shooter that's not afraid to change the genre's formula, and that's something to get excited about.